Hey up, welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop. Something a little bit different today in this video. We are going camping. Just on an overnight solo camping trip. See how we go. Hope you join me. Okay, welcome back. So it's a bit windy, guys. So I'm about 20 minutes away from the campsite. But I just thought I'd stop, have a break and look at the view. This is why I absolutely love the Peak National Park. It's absolutely stunning. A bit windy, but it's a good day for it. This is quite a busy road actually. There's a bit of traffic on it, but just pulled over for a breather. I've been going for about an hour, and all the roads are like this. Here comes a van. Getting out at the weekend while we've got a little bit of nice weather left. So, a bit busy this road, a lot of people are using it. It is Saturday afternoon, so quite a lot of people are out. So, let's get back on the bike and get to the campsite. Okay, so it's still windy, but I've still not got to where I'm camping. But I kind of had to stop again because I've come to a summit. And I'm sort of between a place called Leek and a place called Ashbourne, and I just kind of had to stop and just take in the views. I know the camera on the phone will be picking up a lot of wind noise, but you gotta admit it's a pretty incredible view. Behind me there's another view, and I don't know if it'll show up with the sun. Let's have a look. Pretty stunning, and this is early September as well. So lucky to have a day like today. Okay, let's carry on riding. So okay, here we are. We've arrived at the campsite. Bike's here. I'm on pitch number 70. So just about to put the tent up. Okay. So for any tent people, this is it's called a Freedom Trail Shadow 250. It's just a 2-pole tent, 2-man, and that's the outer skin. And then there's an inner there that's the bedroom. So I haven't got anywhere to prop this camera up, so I'm just going to put it up. It's fairly easy. It takes about 10 minutes or so. So there we go, there it is pegged out with the floor pegs in. That's just the outer shell. Pretty easy. That is when you've done it before. And just going to put the inner up now and put the extra supports on. So there we go, another quick, I said supports and I meant the guidelines down. Just to hold it, probably don't need it in this weather. This is before the inner bedroom goes in. You see it's a blackout tent. It is absolutely pitch black, this tent. So what I'm going to do now is just put the inside in and stick all the stuff in and call it home for the night. So there we go, all up. There's the inner tent done. Got this little cooking area at the front. One thing about this tent I've noticed is there's no vents at the back. So you can't really get any through air in it if you were in a spot where you needed to do that. But it's not a bad tent, doesn't take long to put up at all. With the inner tent in, it's totally black out inside. You have got a vent at the front there and a little cooking area at the front. Once that's closed, it literally is pitch black. Now I've seen some reviews on YouTube saying that this tent's a 2-man job to put up. Well, if I wasn't filming it, it probably takes about 10 minutes, so I wouldn't be put off by that. Okay, let's get all the stuff in the tent. There's plenty of space in there, easy enough for 2 people, and then I think I'll go for a ride round on the bike. Beautiful day. So, bit of a bonus, bit of a cop out. from wild camping, but you know, campsite like this, you've got drinking water. So let's fill up the bottle. Also got the luxury of showers and toilets. There's an look of the field I'm in, and it's actually called the Pretty Field, and I'm not kidding, the view there is stunning. Obviously it's like late afternoon, so people are making noise, but I imagine it'll quieten down later. They say quiet time is between 11 and 8 in the morning, which I think is really civilised. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just get some water to rehydrate a bit, and then get back on the bike. I've got at least a couple of hours riding around the roads here. I say the Peak National Park is lovely place to come. I brought a little radio with me, so we'll get that on later, and I've got a little stove to cook a meal on, which should be fun. So we'll have a go at that in a bit. Okay. So there we go, guys. A good couple of hours riding round. Bike's all covered up, tents up. Absolutely stunning view. And I'm going to sit down now. I brought a sandwich with me, but I'm going to be cooking some hot food later on, and see how that goes. Got an interesting stove to try out. Okay. So settle down into a chair, and what better spot to read a couple of chapters of a Kindle, a book? Why not? So it's quite populated, the site, but it's very peaceful. Really nice. Had a good ride on the bike, roads fantastic, and just having a bit of solitude, a bit of quietness. Why not? Okay, carrying on. Still a wonderful view, and the sun's getting really low now, a bit of cloud in the sky. So we brought this along. Let's have a look at it. It's basically a saucepan. But inside it, we've got a lighter, a spoon, a spanner, some weird looking pieces of metal on there, bottle opener, all good stuff. We've got a bag here, and a bag here. Just pull this out. So there's the pan. Now in this bag, I am doing this one-handed, is, if we can undo it, something wrapped up in kitchen paper, because that's always handy when you go camping. So let's get rid of the kitchen paper and see what's inside that. There we go. This is a paraffin stove, and it's by a company it's probably back from the 1950s, and they're called Primus. It's made in Sweden, and it's a Primus number 96. It's a travel stove really. So on the bottom we open the legs like this, and we can pop it down. Now it's a simple system this. This is where you put this bit. Let's get this out of the bag. Again, one-handed. So that bit goes on there, and that bit goes on the top of there. So we're doing this all one-handed. Let's use the spanner to take that off. You can see the paraffin's coming out now. Now one of these things you should remember, which I didn't, is on these they have a bleed valve, which is here.
and really you should let that open. See all the liquids drop down. Now then, handy to have a kitchen towel if you make silly mistakes like that. Let's give that a wipe. Let's pop that over there. Let's find the bleed valve again and just rest that in. So it's got lots of air. And let's put this in. You can hear this campsite is populated. And it's around 7 o'clock at night, so people are having a few drinks, enjoying themselves. Why not? So that's how that goes together, and these bits go like this. The legs, and you can put a pan on top of there. So it's pretty cool. I'm not actually ready to cook anything yet. One thing we don't want to do is lose this. So what I'm going to do is pop it in this bag here. You might notice there's a pump. Now this is a pressure pump. So the idea is, let's go through the idea, that this little base here is like a cup. See that? You fill that up with methylated spirits they used to use. Now I haven't got any of that. So what I've brought along is some isopropanol. It's like 99% alcohol. And I've put it in, you know, people, I actually do vape. It's a bad habit, I know, but these little containers are pretty good if you've not got much space. Zoom out a bit. For putting stuff like that in and putting it in a bag, pretty safe. So the idea is that you fill this up with meths, or isopropanol in this case, and you light it and it heats up this part. Let me just zoom down a bit, back out. It's going to be really shaky, this video, it's all handheld. It heats up this part, and then as the paraffin vaporizes, it comes out of this little jet here. I don't know if you can see that, I'm trying to point it out. A little hole there, like a little jet. It ignites, and we should get a nice flame then that we can cook with, just like your gas hob at home. And the way you keep it going is by using this pump to keep the whole thing pressurised. So I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer because I'm so enjoying my book and the view. And the sun's got, I mean, the clouds look fantastic. The bugs are out. The sun's got a little bit of time to go down. So I'll wait then. And basically what I'm going to do is boil some water that we got from the tap before. And I brought along a little bit of pasta, tomato, onion and herb. Takes 5 minutes. And some Frankfurter smoked sausage that I'm going to cut up and pop in. Eat with a spoon, or I've got a knife and fork. Oh, I forgot to say, it's not very windy tonight. I tested this little stove before I brought it, because as a scout would say, always be prepared. And what I did is, out of an old aerosol can, I made this shield that should get it right, it should sit on there, just in case we've got a bit of wind, and shield it from blowing out. I noticed when I did YouTube these Primus 96 that there is a shield that comes with it originally. Unfortunately I haven't got one, so I just fabricated that. So we'll give that a go in a bit.
Penang, you also grew up in different parts of the world. Did it make adapting for this different or special?
It sort of felt very natural to me, and I have to say that during the period of writing, which took some time, because it's 6 episodes, I really had the best time I've had for several years on a project. I just felt it was a very good fit. I mean, I knew these people. I remembered these people, and I think Jim Fowler had portrayed them very accurately.
Yes, and talking about these people, it's quite a star-studded cast you have. Did you think about the cast before, and were you happy to get these particular people?
I'm very, very happy with this cast. I mean, there's really wonderful performances in it. Elizabeth Tan, who plays Vera Chang, and Luke Treadaway, who plays Matthew Webb, and all of them, and David Morrissey.
So good morning. Gonna get the stove going, get on the bike, do a few miles, head off home. What a great one night camp. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.